how we do in Epsagon, how we do co-sell. In this specific session, I will be focusing on the ACE program, as you will hear about different programs from Lavi and Ariel moving forward, so we will not overlap each other. So first, what Epsagon is doing. Epsagon is providing automated tracing platform. It's a SaaS platform that basically helps customers to adopt microservices on AWS. When customers on AWS move from monoliths or traditional application to microservices, it's a great transition in terms of the value that they can get, because AWS managed the entire infrastructure for the customer, but it comes with a few challenges. One of the major challenges is visibility. When your app is distributed and you have lots of moving pieces, as you see here, it's really difficult to actually correlate between these different events, because each of the events is just moving asynchronously and run by AWS. So in terms of our value proposition to AWS partners, and this is very important moving forward, what is your value proposition to the AWS customers in particular, as it's basically we help customers to adopt microservices. We help them to build faster, their application faster. We help them to improve their user experience. And we help them basically to scale in confidence. And this is really important for them, just to be focusing on building the application and not about monitoring or troubleshooting the application. So where are we in the partnership status? So a year ago, we had no partnership at all with AWS. And basically, I started to build this partnership along that year. And the first thing we did is basically to get into the advanced partner status. Today, it's a bit more complicated. You have to gain 20 launch opportunities. You have to have 4 certificates. And I'm happy to say that today we already are advanced partners by the new requirements. And we do have 2 competencies, DevOps competency and data and analytics competencies. This really helps us in terms of differentiation. As you will see moving forward, you will see that there are so many partners and you would want to be unique. You want to differentiate your company. So competency is one of the ways to do that. And we also selling our product in the marketplace. So we are supporting enterprise contract and also private offers. We will have a dedicated session meetup for marketplace as well along the way. And we also a public sector partner. So co-selling with AWS, where do we start? Again, many partners, all of them wants to sell with AWS. So for me, what really help is those 3 things. First is differentiation. Many partners, how you are different. Differentiation can be obtained by competencies, by traction in your marketplace, in the opportunity tools, in many ways. But competency, for me, was the game changer. Once I got the competency, I unlocked other programs that really helped me to do co-sales initiatives. Joint value proposition, it's not just what I'm doing for AWS customer, but how I help AWS sales managers in their job. So basically, if they want to help customers to adopt microservices or they have different goals, I want to help them to achieve these goals, regardless on the focus of what Epsagon is doing. I need to find how exactly I can help to the AWS sales representative. And the third key point is basically data. You need to show AWS, hey, AWS, I'm not gonna just relying on your capabilities and please do me a favor and sell my product as well. No, you have to show that you're doing awesome by yourself. And you want to say to AWS, hey, I'm doing so great by myself, we can even get better together. So have some growth data, show them how you can increase the joint value proposition. If you're saying that you help to adopt certain services, show them exactly how you do that. Show them in numbers how you help different customers in their journey in adoption or whatever it is that your company is doing. And show exactly the data that will convince AWS sales representatives to even care about your product. Because they have so many partners talking to them, you want to be the partner that they will help and remember. So what are we doing today in terms of the ACE program? Basically 4 steps. And the flow is basically we submit an opportunity through the APN portal. All of you should know the APN portal by now. You have to submit the opportunities just because you need to. This is a requirement for the AWS Advanced Partnership. Once you submit an opportunity, you get the contact details of the account manager of this specific opportunity. Engage with this AWS sales team. Even if you don't have a specific thing that you actually need from this guy or girl, engage with them and even just start a discussion. Even like, hi, I just want to reach out. I'm working with this and that. Am I working with the right people? Get feedback and start to build your awareness within AWS sales representatives. And the main goal for this engagement, for the opportunities that you're working on, is basically that this account manager can help you to accelerate deals. Okay? So for us, and I will show in a minute a concrete example of how AWS sales representative helped Epsagon just to accelerate deal in 2 months through the marketplace. So first you want them to accelerate a deal, and after you close and won, hopefully, this deal, you can potentially work with this representative and get AWS referrals. Anyone have got an AWS referral so far? By showing hands? 2 persons? Okay. So opportunity referrals are just referrals or opportunities that you get proactively to your APN portal. It's not an opportunity that you created. It's an opportunity that a sales representative created for you. So you will see it in the portal just as an inbound from AWS. So that's what we did. We submit opportunities, we engage with the sales reps, and then in the same time that we're talking about the specific opportunity, we also educate them about Epsagon and say, hey, how many accounts are you managing? 50. Awesome. So let's talk after we close this one, and we do close this one. Let's talk about the other 49 customers that you're managing. And sometimes it's 1,000 customers that this rep is covering. So this is super important to be engaged with this person, to have a dedicated collateral for this person, exactly like one pager. What do you want them to know? Short, simple, and to the point, and show them not just what are you doing, how you can help them to grow their customers' business. So this is an opportunity, and I will show 2 opportunities. One is how we accelerated the deal with AWS, and another one how we got a few opportunities referrals just by one initiative. So the first one is how we accelerate the deal. It's from opportunity to a deal in 2 months, just working with AWS. So in February 2019, we registered an opportunity in the APN. As always, we have a new opportunity, and we register it. And then, of course, as you may know, the opportunity gets validated. We get the contact person from the contact details of this rep. And then after we engage with this rep, we started a few discussions with him, and even meeting the customers together with the sales rep. And this sales rep really helped us to get some inside information. They had a competitive analysis that they did back then between Epsagon to another vendor. And he basically helped us understand what is important for them. And we could play along just by understanding their concerns and exactly what is the right messaging for them. And also, they had a budget issue. So it's not that they didn't have a budget. It is a huge organization. So for them to onboard a new vendor, it's going to be 9 to 12 months. And we are a startup, so we didn't want to wait that long. And basically what he said, let's do a marketplace deal. And he pushed them to do a marketplace deal. And after 2 months, basically we signed the deal. And this is a relatively large organization that we would never be able to sign a deal with without the help of AWS. Opportunity referral. So again, the holy grail is eventually to get opportunities referrals. Because you can submit many opportunities to the APN, but the main goal of doing co-sell with AWS is basically that AWS will be able to help you with new opportunities to your pipeline. So how do you do that? So this is very difficult because you need to gain the trust of the AWS sales representatives. So it may take some time to work with each and every one of the reps individually. But something that I really recommend is doing one-to-many sessions. It's not, from my experience, it's not that easy to do one-to-many sessions. Here in Tel Aviv, it was very nice because Leah, our account manager, just took care of that like that. But in other locations, it takes some time to find the right person and to actually have him help you, because that's the main challenge. He has, again, so many partners that want to do launch and learn with, and it's just really difficult. So what I did here, this is a launch and learn that we did in New York. So we submitted a lot of opportunities. It's like, before you get opportunities from AWS, you need to give some. So I saw that many of the opportunities that we submitted are basically with account managers that are based in New York. And it's really important to see exactly like what is the territory that you see lots of opportunities in, because this is exactly where you want to focus your educational sessions. So I basically talked to one of the account managers in New York and said, hey, I just noticed that it was the most helpful one. I just noticed that we are working with like 15 opportunities and account managers in New York. Do you think it would be helpful to do like a one-to-many session? We'll come to your office, provide the launch, you will learn, and let's see what comes out of that. And he said, awesome, let me connect you with my PSM. PSM, it's a partner sales manager. So after a few months, it took like 3 months, we were able to get in a room about 25 sales reps and also SAs, and 10 additional people were joined remotely. So we were able to do a session, and in 1 hour, instead of talking to one representative, we talked to a bunch, and within like 4 weeks, we got 4 opportunities, and we're still getting the opportunities from this meetup, this launch and learn. So this is very crucial to the account managers. You need to be very specific, because in the end of the day, they will only remember one thing from everything that you said. So you need to say exactly what are the workloads that you are the best at. So for them, in order to filter which companies in their portfolio can be candidates for you, you need to specify the exactly services so they can just filter very easily and refer customers to you very fast. Another thing that we did here is after the launch and learn, we provided them with a template for just to use to their customers. We said, hey, when you understand which customers are relevant, filter your portfolio. Don't even bother of writing an email. We will write it for you. So we'll just provide them with a template that they could just adjust as per their needs. So that was very valuable. So the key takeaways from this session, and I think the next phase of the ACE program is basically how you get to the Accelerate, the ISV Accelerate program that Lavi will mention and talk about. And if I need to wrap up, it's like the key takeaways is first, differentiate your business. Do whatever you can, because people sometimes ask me, why are you doing more competencies? One is enough. And I say, yeah, one is enough to unlock few programs, but as you have more and more competencies, it's a great differentiator compared to others. We are working now on 2 additional competencies that hopefully will be obtained very soon. Work very closely with the AWS teams and learn from one call to another. Every single account managers that you have an opportunity with, have a phone call, have a 30 minutes or 20 minutes phone call. Try to have a personal connection, help him to help you, and see exactly what are the needs. Ask them what will be helpful for them that you can provide, and make their life easier to help you. Third, highlight your AWS business. I know that you only need to submit 20 launch opportunities to the APN, but I say don't stop there. I mean, what helped Epsagon was to get into advanced stages with AWS and co-sell with AWS was the opportunities. So we did not stop in 20 opportunities. We moved much more than 20 opportunities. And this will help us to highlight our AWS business. I wanted us to be the partner that has, in terms of the stage of the company, has the most most of the opportunities that we can create, and basically to be like the best student in class. So that's what we try to do, and it really helped us to get the attention that we needed. And then hold one-to-many sessions as much as you can. Just try. Sometimes it works. I mean, I tried with 3 different PSMs. With one of them, it worked. And now we basically try it in different other territories. But it's really important to be focused on the territory and see that you already have an audience there that you're in touch with. And then it will make sense for this audience to do a Launch and Learn. Another thing I would say about Launch and Learn, do a survey afterwards. Measure everything that you can. Once you measure it and you understand if it was a success, you can replicate that and come with data to other sales representatives or PSMs and say, hey, it worked very well in New York. Let's do it in London. And then if it wasn't that successful, then you can learn what wasn't very successful and can get better from there. Questions?